Hello, welcome to my channel. Now the question here says find angle CTD below. That is angle CTD, which is this angle here. That is what the question is asking us to find. Now the first thing for us to do here is to look at this triangle. This triangle. If you look, this is a diameter. The line AB is a diameter. And when you have a diameter like this in a circle, the triangle that diameter formed, which is this triangle ABC now, this triangle ABC is the triangle that diameter has formed. Now, the opposite angle to that diameter is equal to 90 degrees. So that means this is a right angle, and that means this is 90 degrees. And what theorem is that? That angle in a semicircle is right angle. So that is the theorem. That angle in a semicircle is right angle. So when you see a diameter like this, the opposite angle that diameter form in a triangle is equal to 90 degrees. So with that now, we can find this third angle in the triangle ABC. So what will be this third angle? You agree with me that let's call this angle X now. So if I say this angle is X, for example, angle X. So you agree with me that sum of angle in a triangle is 180. So X plus 50 plus 90 is equal to 180. That is, these three angles in the triangle add up to 180. So from there, I can say X plus 50 plus 90 is 140 is equal to 180. And so from there, we have X is equal to 180 minus this positive 140 goes to that side, becomes negative 140. Finally, we obtain X as 180 minus 140 is 40 degrees. So that means that this X is equal to 40. So angle X is 40 degrees. Now that we have angle X, you will agree with me also that we can find this angle here. This is a Z shape like angle that is flipped, or I can say, let me just go direct. This angle X and this angle are alternate angles. I like using the letter Z for it. Now, when you have a shape like this, which is like Z that has been flipped, these angles here are alternate angles. You need to understand that. Or if it's exactly like this, then these angles are alternate angles. So take note of how to identify alternate angles. So if you look at this shape now, because this line is parallel to this line, so alternate angles occurs when we have parallel lines. So this line is parallel to this line. So you agree that this Z that is flipped in this shape form, this is 40 degrees. It means that this side will also be 40 degrees. So this angle here is 40 degrees. Now let's come back to this triangle now. If you look from the point A and D, we have two lines that goes to the center of the circle, right? Now, if we look at this triangle, it is also possible that we can find the value for this angle here. The value for this angle. So these two lines, they go to the center of the circle, these two lines here. Now, from the same point A and D, we have two lines going to the circumference of the circle. You can see the two lines goes to C. So now you agree with me that angle at center is twice that at the circumference of a circle. So please don't forget the trick that you used to identify that is that the two lines now, we will have one of them going to the center and you have another one going to the circumference. like this from the same point A and D. So you agree with me that this one at the center is twice that at the circumference, because this one is at the circumference of the circle. So 2 times 40 is going to give us this angle here, which is 80 degrees. So that means this angle at the center is 80 degrees. So with this as at 80 degrees, now this angle at the center as 80 degrees, you agree with me that this Z angle now, which is alternate angle, will also give us this value here as what? 80. Because they are what? Alternate angles. So this is 80 degrees because you can see the Z shape like what I just explained here now, the Z shape. You can look at the Z now, this angle here. So if this is 80, it means this is also 80. That is alternate angles are equal. Now, coming back to this triangle, don't forget we are looking for angle CTD. Angle CTD, which is exactly this angle that we are looking for. So we have this angle as 40, we have this angle as 80, and let's look at this angle CTD. So you agree with me that in a triangle, this angle CTD that we're looking for plus 40 plus this angle 80 should be equal to 180 degrees. That is sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So that means angle CTD will be equal to 180. When this positive 40 goes to that side, it becomes negative 40 minus 40. And when this positive 80 goes to that side, it becomes negative 80. So finally, we can obtain angle angle CTD as equal to 180 minus 40 is 140, and 140 minus 80 will give us 60 degrees. So that angle CTD is equal to 60 degrees as the final answer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel so that I can get more detailed videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.